What's up? My name is San Pacho. Today I'm gonna show you how I sound design using Serum and one of our racks we included in the pack. Yeah, I'm gonna go through the thought process and yeah, just explain like how I go through when I sound design. So we have one MIDI clip here, which is just a Serum normal patch, nothing in it. I'm gonna load up the Reese rack. So what the Reese rack is, it's like just generally a lot of distortion, saturation, and filtering, like using either filters or EQs. I'm not gonna show you the whole rack because we included it in the pack. But yeah, we have like 8 controls here which you can use to gain more control over your like sound or yeah, the movement in the sound, whatnot. When I loaded the the rack, this is how the normal saw wave should sound. I'm just gonna lower it like to the lowest octave. So like this is with the rack and without the rack. Yeah, it's just insane what it does. Um, so it might like be a bit too much, but we can change that as we sound design further on. Yeah, let's try like making a simple patch. I'm gonna load up the BD sign. So what like my thought process is, I'm gonna FM one wavetable with the other one and maybe introduce it into the filter and control the filter movement as well. Maybe even the level of the first oscillator, so just we have like control over the movement so it isn't as static as a sound. So I'm gonna increase the second oscillator by 2 octaves, and this is the sound. And I'm gonna lower the random just so we get like the same sound every time we press the note. And of course, the part of the sound, like how it comes out, will be these filters, sorry, the LFOs, which control the filter. Let me just close this one up so it doesn't confuse you guys. So I have this no LFOs, which turns off all of the LFOs. This rack is like generally we didn't include it in FL Studio because we believe Ableton has a bit more flexibility in like distortion units and all that, but this is definitely like doable in FL Studio. You just have to use some third-party plugins like Saturn, and we didn't want to like include something that you guys have to buy plugins for. That's why it's like Ableton only. So back to the sound design. Yeah, you can turn off the LFOs if you don't want like your sound to change that much, or you can like increase them to get different sounds every time. I'm gonna stay up with no LFOs for now, just because we're making like a one-shot bass. So yeah, right now we already have like a pretty strong bass one shot, and we like barely played with the parameters. So in these controls we have the final drive and the filter and the noise, which can help a lot. You can go a bit overboard with the final drive. Yeah, like that. So I prefer it to like at 4 decibels. And you can create like extra movement with the filter. Let me just put up a note in the piano roll. Like that. And let's just create a movement with the filter. Maybe like that, yeah. So with just a sine wave and a saw wave, we get like this insane sound. and that's without any like extra processing. We can go like 7 semitones up and get a different tone. We can introduce another filter here, maybe flanges, and to like get it from bipolar to unipolar, you just click Alt Shift and click on Windows at least, and you get like unipolar movement. Maybe let's try flange. So you can like definitely play around with the filters. I don't know like which ones might work right now. Maybe the bandpass, maybe the band peak. Yeah, you get like a nice resonance, which you can later like layer with the sub bass. What I would like recommend, let me just turn this off, is to definitely resample. And I'm gonna record that. And you get like a nice clean bass shot. Yeah, so then you can like later on add a sub beneath that, cut off the low end here because it's not as prominent, and yeah, you get a like unique bass line, which bass shot which no one made. Let's try like messing around with the original serum just to get like different bass shots. So maybe we can increase the length of the LFO, and then maybe. All right, let's just disable the filter for now. Let's do something like this. Maybe add a sync here, which we can control with this LFO as well. Maybe we can lower this one. Like a unique sound. Maybe try a notch here with a different LFO. Yeah, and that's just the saw and the sine wave. Maybe if we went like to the basic shapes, or yeah, some wavetables might not work. I would like recommend sticking to the basics, like some of the wavetables which represent, which look like sine waves, all the basic shapes. So which the wavetables which look like basic shapes the most are, to be honest, oh, sorry. So the wavetables which looks like the basic shapes with the harmonics or whatnot, they, in my opinion, work the best. So let's try like a saw wave with a saw wave. Let's try adding a sub. And maybe turning this back to a low. So this is a bit too low. Yeah, you can definitely like mess up the sound. But again, like, that's a pretty unique sound. Maybe we can cut off the lows. And that as a layer sounds like really nasty. And maybe so the LFOs can definitely like introduce some new elements, which, yeah, if you're stuck on a sound, can definitely like help you. And play with the notches as well. Maybe you can like control the movement of them, something, I don't know. And like we did that without any effects. If we like did a phaser maybe, I don't know. Let me just turn this back to the sine just so we get a cleaner sound. I'm just gonna like shut up for now and try to play with the sounds. maybe some hyper. Or not. Maybe some distortion. And also what's like interesting is when you do like pitch modulations. So I'm gonna route it to the master tune and unipolar and envelope. Like it isn't as prominent because I didn't turn it on. But you can get like pretty cool results. Let me just set this one. That's like without any extra processing. Like if you want, we can add an OTT a bit, a slight EQ, and just like a saturator just so it doesn't clip. And then later on you can like control the sound, or like the example I mentioned, you can resample your sounds and then process them. Yeah, that's it pretty much. That's how you sound design with with the Reese rack. I think it's a pretty cool tool we included. Definitely like usable for sound design, which I showed you here. We made like the sound in like 5 minutes almost. And yeah, I think the possibilities are endless. So yeah, that's how pretty much I sound design using the Reese pack. Check out the pack in the description below. We made this like using only Serum, so you don't need any extra plugins for this, at least in Ableton for now. If you like this, definitely like give this video a like, give us a follow in the description, and check out the pack. Cheers.